this shenanigans. Okay, so Jez Corden, who again has already defended that this is not true. Thanks to you, C Money, for giving us the 411 on him responding to WCCF Tech, which ran the story. He was actually in a conversation with Oh No, It's Alex. And of course, he was explaining to like oh no, it's Alex was like, hey, listen, you didn't even say it concrete. I'll read what he had to say. So this is what came out this morning and says in his Discord, Jez was more chatty. All Xbox first party games coming to PlayStation, even Forza and Halo. Xbox will be more Steam like in the future. Affordable prices, sales more open for devs. Future Xbox hardware going to be for fans who want it. Xbox hardware will be niche like the Steam Deck, and I don't think the Steam Deck is that niche, but okay. Next Xbox will side load Steam. We've already heard that. That's not a surprise. It's going to side load Steam. There's going to be Epic Game Store. There's going to be a whole bunch of other things in there. It's going to be a PC underneath your TV with a shell of an Xbox. Surprise, folks. The world is changing. Xbox is changing, and they're at the tip of the spear. He goes on to say that Jez said, I don't think they expect to ever grow in the hardware business. He said nobody wanted to give Xbox a chance, so this is what they get with a Sony monopoly. I don't think he said that, but okay, fine. I think that's ridiculous. And there was also something about they accused Jez of saying that this is Xbox's fans' fault for this now move into this new Xbox future. Jez Cord not only denied it, he found it to be, he was insulted by the person that was reporting this. So getting back, King David and C Money, to this WCCF Tech report that I have in front of me, it says Xbox insider Jez Corden hints at major Xbox titles, including Halo and Forza, potentially making their way to PlayStation consoles. And he simply replies, literally not true, laughing my ass off. So there you go. Look, see, I'll go to you first. I think that we're going to see games go over. And I want this again to be perfectly clear. I don't like it. You don't like it. King doesn't like it. Many people in this chat, over 750 people watching live, probably don't like it. But the reality is that the report from yesterday about how the market is just not growing, people want to make money. And even though I don't like it, and I'm never going to, you're never going to get me to sign off on putting a Forza on PlayStation. I'm just an old dog. I get it, but I understand the business. And it would be pretty crazy, King David and C Money, that at the end of the year, the most sales on PlayStation are going to be all Microsoft own IP, maybe 5 out of the top 10. If you're a PlayStation guy or gal and you're going to try and think you're going to run a victory lap, you're just a boob, because you are paying Microsoft, and Microsoft is reinvesting that money into what? Potential new IP that they're going to own through acquisition that's non-organic, that we know that's where they're going. I mean, is it a Take-Two? Is it the newly formed Embracer Group that has all of those studios that they're currently working with? Is it a Sega? The money that the Sony fanboys and fangirls are going to be buying and spending on Call of Duty, on Sea of Thieves, on Grounded, on Minecraft, and everything else is literally going to be funding the next acquisition from Microsoft. If you think that's a victory for you, again, you are a boob. Let's talk about it.
I mean, listen, just like before when this rumor, because that's what this just sounds like, right? This is just them trying to bring back the same thing. Um, just like before, unless Phil comes out and or Sarah or
Yes.
Matt Booty comes out and says, "Hey, this is what we're doing." I'm not even going to. I mean, I'm not even going to like give them any burn on this. Like this is just the same shit. Like Phil already came out and said something, and unfortunately, I don't go based off of random shit out there. I go based off of what these people have said to us. And what Phil has said to us is that their exclusive narrative has not changed. Everything that they have is still going to be the same. This is just something they did with these four. They gave very specific reasons for it. And then at the end of the day, when you go back to what he said, which was the clear thing, as long as it doesn't damage the brand, it's something that they could look at. And of course, smaller stuff, we already said it, man. These niche things, I'd rather them say yes to a small game that they know is not going to sell, like a Pentiment, and have it be here for a year or two or whatever it is, and then let it go somewhere else because they need to recoup more money on a game that they knew when they said yes wasn't going to make a lot of money. Yeah, sure. Live service game that's not from the pillars of Xbox. They come out, they make a new live service game that's always online or whatever, it's like a massive multiplayer game, whatever the case is. You want to put that places and it's not one of the core pillars, fine. I still don't see them going ahead and putting any of their core IP. Now, there's not a ton of core IP that they have, right? But any of their core IP, I just don't see it going anywhere. We just had the other thing that happened with Matt Booty, who he told them, listen, this right now, it's what we did by bringing these 4 games over, stress the brand, right? It stressed the brand. It didn't damage it, but it stressed it, right? That was not like when you read that, that's not a hey, it stressed it, it didn't damage it, so let's keep going because it's just gonna stress it. No, what that meant was, listen, they stress the brand. Imagine what happens if you go and to do something bigger, right? That is when I look at that, that's what I see. I don't see them bringing a Halo over there. I don't see them bringing a Forza Horizon over there. I don't see them bringing that stuff. Again, if Phil comes out and they say, listen, this is what we're doing, that'll be another bridge to cross when we get there. But at the end of the day, I just don't see them. I don't see them doing that. I just don't. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jez Corden made it.
I do.
yeah, but he just said it. He just said literally not true what he said.
Nah, I believe Jez didn't say all of that. Listen, we had a show. We had the announcement of a show. We had another ID at Xbox show with IGN.
Which, by the way, you did a great video on that.
Yeah,
If you missed it, go definitely check out that
thank
video.
you.
It was really good. Yeah, it was
Thank
excellent.
you. I'm practicing my skills, getting my skills nice. Because I see a lot of people are one-trick ponies, and I have to diversify and fortify and elevate myself because I've ascended now. I'm a platform, no longer just a console warrior. I'm a platform warrior. So we had the ID at Xbox, and the ID at Xbox was phenomenal. It was great. It was done by IGN. IGN is notoriously, we felt, carries an Xbox tax.
Yeah.
No disrespect to a lot of my friends over there or people that looked at me as allies, individuals that I'm very cordial with. No disrespect to them, even though I go at IGN all the time because we have lordsgaming.net. And they're competitors. That's what you're supposed to do in this competitive area. But they did a great job, and it was overall positive. It was a very positive show, and they dropped the game inside Game Pass. Rewind there. Go to Game Pass right now. If you're not a Game Pass subscriber, I suggest you go subscribe because they do shadow drops like that all the time at shows. And then the next day, they come out with the announcement of the June show, and you're going to be able to get FanFest tickets on a second by signing up, right? So now everybody, the zeitgeist is moving towards Xbox. Xbox is doing this. Everybody, Call of Duty. Oh, everybody's talking. So the mind share and is trending on Twitter, and everybody's talking about this. And if you're an Xbox centric channel, or you are positive or pro Xbox, your numbers went up in those 2 days by engagement, right?
Yep.
Not from anything that you've done, but just by everybody wanting to know what Microsoft is doing. Now, there's no engagement on the blue side. There's
Nothing.
no information
Zero.
coming out for the blue side. Nothing.
Nothing.
Zero, nothing. So their numbers is down while our numbers is up. Now, here's where you get the rub. Bethesda comes out with, the May patch dropping this month of May.
Yep.
Starfield, 60 frames, maps fixed, this, that, and the third. Now, this gives another level of engagement, right? Because you got the PC dudes talking about, well, I told you before it wasn't about a PC thing, it was their thing, and the game wasn't ready. Cool. Shout out to the people that said that. That's my sorry, Alex. I watched your video, so it's cool. And you were right. You're spot on with everything you said, Alex. So if anybody think I'm going at him, no, I like him. And then you have the Series X dudes that's like, yeah, like me. I told you it's going to show up.
Right.
It's going to show up. So what? You just sit down and wait for it's going to hit. Now, they do have a point. You pay $70 for a game. You should have a complete game. That's not the day and age we live in. Suck it up. Get rid of it. If you don't like it, wait. All right. Positive news. I did a whole video about it. Positive news. Microsoft is trending this way. On cue.
Yep.
You didn't have to wait a second. Because this is the biggest problem with the weak, mustard-hearted Xbox dudes. You soft, jelly-back dudes get me sick. All they have to do is tell you, well, I heard Gears, Forza, and Halo's going over there. I'm leaving the brand. If that happens, man, shut the hell up. You're not going anyplace.
Can we get a hold of line, like a really good one?
No. I don't care. I want y'all to leave. I want you to get out of here. I want you to close the door behind you. Let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't delete your channel. If your Xbox channel and you saying that, if you put that out there, just do it. Do it. Right? Is that girl or that guy that tells you I'm tired of this relationship, I'm gonna leave. You get to a point where I'm sick and tired of you being here, then leave, bro. Get out. We're at a point where we don't want you here, right? So I have a backlog of games inside my Game Pass. I know for a fact that games going over to the PlayStation only makes more games for Game Pass and Xbox hardware, right? So if you happen to game here, I told this to Boom earlier. I said, this is for those people that didn't understand how this works. And I'm gonna give you a simplified version of it. Churches know there's certain people that's not going to get up and go to church, but they worship. But they're going to worship in the comfort of their home. They're not going to get up and go to your church. I'm not saying that they don't believe. And maybe there's people that just didn't hear about you. So you already got your constituents here that come there, your congregation, your people that's there. You're preaching to the choir. That's that preaching to the choir. So when Xbox talking to us, they already got us. We got to go get them. So they're going out to your house because they know that you're not going to cross the street. And did that take away from your congregation what's going on with your fellowshipping inside your church? No, it didn't. But now, let's say you get 1% of those individuals that you went out to come and actually partake in what's going on. And maybe they don't come and support, but what they do is they do donate some bread to here's for the kids' fund. Yeah, buy a game, bro. Support us. I don't care how you do it. Just get there to do it. And if anybody feels that this is going to devalue the brand, you're ignorant, because they got you exactly where they want you to be. And that's the pork, begging ponies. They want you to believe that this is going to devalue the brand. Devaluing the brand is having IPs that you do not sell in places that needs to be sold at.
Yep.
Devaluing yourself is having situations that you're able to make money off of, and you don't. You want Microsoft to go bankrupt. You want Xbox to go bankrupt. You want them to go under. No, we're going to sell it to you. And we're going to stay afloat until you go, because you can't sustain yourself. PlayStation has no games coming out this year. Y'all begging and hoping that we send anything over there. That's the irony in all of this.
Yep.
Now Microsoft has the games. You think we're out the game? No, we're going to put games wherever it needs to be to keep Game Pass rocking. So I don't care what happens. I don't give a damn. But I know when I boot up my Xbox and my games is there from Game Pass day and date, if you choose to buy, so what? Go ahead, go try it. I don't care. Engage with me, cross buy, all that, cross play. Let's do it. I do it all the time with people in Fortnite. It didn't take away from anything that I did. And don't tell me I'm not a true Xbox dude because I engage on my Xbox daily with a PlayStation sitting right next to it. I could tell you I will not worry about that PlayStation at all. I will go right to my Xbox and play my games. So don't tell me that you're ready to leave. If you're ready to leave, just get out the goddamn door and just go away. Because I don't care if you stay or not.